What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left. In this video, we're going to be talking about HYLIION stock. The merger has been finalized. We're going to go over exactly if the stock is going to break out to the upside or crash tomorrow when the ticker symbol change. I'm going to go over exactly what is the price points that we need to pay attention to when it comes to this specific stock. I'm also going to go over a quick stock market recap, and we have a lot of important economic reports that can significantly affect the stock market for tomorrow. I'm going to cover all these important information coming up. Alright, before we get into the video, I really appreciate it if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions or any comments, drop it in the comment section below. As you can see right here, we had a relatively good day. We have one sector that did not perform very well, which is the energy sector. The stocks in that sector has been beaten down for the past few months. Specifically, this year has been really bad for the energy sector. As you can see over here, we have Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft. These are the major companies that were leading the way to the upside. We had an economic report that we talked about yesterday, which was the unemployment claims. Those numbers came out relatively well, so the stock market reacted positively. It gapped up, and we're able to sustain some of the gains that these stocks have made to the upside. So any kind of positive news about that stimulus package being passed can drive the stock market even further. Any stalemate of those talks can also affect the stock, so we need to pay attention to that. But I'm going to cover later on some of the important economic reports that we need to pay attention to for tomorrow. So before we go into that, let's talk about HYLIION stock. The merger has been finalized. And the ticker symbol is going to be changing tomorrow. So we're expecting a huge volatility to happen. And specifically for tomorrow, we're expecting at least a 10% either to the upside or to the downside. We're going to talk about exactly the price action we're expecting. But as you can see over here, the ticker symbol is going to be changing to HYLN. And there's been a lot of anticipation for this specific company. There's been a lot of investors that have been talking about it. We've been talking about this company for the first day that they announced they're going to be doing a reverse merger and going public. For right around over here was around $14, $16. It doubled. It went to $33, and then it started to sell off to the downside. We went to $19, and then we eventually doubled again. We went to $34, $40, and then we went again to $60. So it's been a lot of roller coaster. And then the past few days we actually went down to $33, been pulling back to the downside. And now we're at the moment of truth, which is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be the day where there's going to be finalized. The ticker symbol is going to be changing. We're able to see HYLN when they go to their Google accounts, or if they go and search the company and type in HYLIION, the ticker symbol and the company is going to pop up. So that's going to be a relatively easy for investors to invest in the company. Even when you go and log into your brokerage account, if you type in HYLIION, that is going to be the ticker symbol, and the company name and information is going to be available. So that's going to be relatively easy for people to invest in it. And we also need to have more publicity, just like the articles that we saw, which is covering more detail about the company, some of their products. And when these major news media start covering about some of the products this company offers, some of the partnerships, we expect the stock to spike up significantly higher when those media companies like CNBC and other major news outlets starts to cover this company. So we expect the stock price to rise. But however, in the short term, specifically for tomorrow, we're having a lot of anticipation. People are expecting the stock to spike up. And we also have buy the rumor, sell the news event that could potentially happen. We have a company that recently did the reverse merger and went public. As you can see, after the merger was about to get approved, the stock price started to recover some of the sell-off that happened over here. And it was at least $25, and then it just sold off. The ticker symbol changed, and it's down close to 30%. Yesterday, it was down 20%. Now it added an additional 10% to the downside. So we need to keep in mind that there are people that can actually sell out of their positions. They can buy the rumor, and then they can just sell the news right when the merger finalizes, the ticker symbol change. They can potentially sell out. But however, for HYLIION stock, even if that same situation happens, if the stock price even goes below $40 and goes to the support area for around $33, there's still potential for this company in the future. When there's positive news, positive partnership that can come out in the future, the stock price can definitely recover. But definitely expect tomorrow for it to have a lot of volatility, and we're expecting our minimum stock price target for this company is to make a new 52-week high. That is the positive. And also there's going to be people expecting the stock to even go further, like $70, $85. That is great, but on the downside, we also can expect the stock price to sell off if things doesn't go as planned, So the only thing that we can control, of, as I always mention, is to really manage your risk, not really over leverage and go all in this company. Really understand that if you're in it, if you're for the long-term trader, it's not going to really affect you that much if you're a long-term investor, but if you're somebody that wants to really get in and out of it quickly, day traded, swing traded, this can definitely affect you if the stock declines 10-20%. If you have options that are expiring tomorrow, also the stock price doesn't move to the upside, if it starts to sell off to the downside, that's going to be a huge drag on those option contracts that are really going to get affected. So you have to be super careful. But I believe the stock price can definitely go higher, as we talked about in the past few days. Even if it doesn't, at least on Monday or next week, if there's positive news that can come out of this company, the partnership that they did, the stock can recover from the sell-off that it had, because it really recovered drastically from the huge sell-off that happened right around over here. So the stock has really great potential. The company is really solid. Even if you're holding it holding it for a while with shares, you can definitely expect the stock price to recover in the future. The company has great products for the future, so just keep holding it. That is going to be the worst case scenario if the stock price goes to $33, goes to the downside. The positive side is going to be breaking out of the 52-week high that it made, approximately $58.66, and go to possibly $60, $70, $80. So that's a lot of people are expecting. We'll see how things unfold. So for tomorrow, be super ready. Right now, after hours, as you can see, it's already recovered. Some of the loss that I had is up positive 1.34%. That's up $45. So it's exactly how price action is in the pre-market when the ticker symbol changes. So be super prepared tomorrow. Don't really panic. Make sure you have a solid plan. Really try to have a solid plan and not try to make decisions based off of your emotions, your euphoria or fear, panic. Make sure you plan out to what you're going to be doing for tomorrow. If the stock price opens, all the way down over here, if the stock price opens all the way down, all the way up at $65, $60, make sure you have a plan when you're going to sell out, what you need to do. That is going to help you not make emotional decisions. So that is really important. You don't want to make decisions when the stock price is moving like $5 within 1 minute, or it goes down $10 in 5 minutes. So that is, you don't want to find yourself in a very sticky situation. So have your plan set out, have your profit targets, have your cut your loss targets if you're somebody that wants to cut your losses quickly and things like that, if you're a day trader. But that's going to be for Hyliion. Now let's talk about what are the important economic reports that we need to pay attention to for tomorrow that can significantly affect the stock market. So for Friday, October 2nd, we got at 8:30 a.m. we got the non-farm payrolls. That's going to be for the month of September. The previous was 1.371 million, and the forecast is 800,000. At 8:30 a.m. we got the unemployment rate. That's going to be for the month of September. The previous was 8.4%. The median forecast is 8.2%. At 8:30 a.m. we got the averagely hour earnings. It's going to be for the period of September. The previous was 0.4%. The median forecast is 0.2%. At 9 a.m. we got the Philadelphia Fed President Patrick is going to be speaking. At 10 a.m. we got the Consumer Sentiment Index. It's going to be for the period of September. The previous was 78.9, and the median forecast is 79. And also at 10 a.m. we got the factory orders. It's going to be for the period of August. The previous was 6.4%, and the median forecast is 0.9%. So any of these numbers can definitely drastically affect the stock market, either to the upside or the downside, specifically the unemployment rate. That is really important. All the times that I mentioned is going to be Eastern Standard Time, so definitely pay attention to these reports. And also make sure you have a solid plan before you get involved in these companies. Make sure you manage your risk. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. If you want to sign up for Weeple or join the Discord chat or support the channel, Patreon links available. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.